Alright folks, here comes the big day of the boat racing festival. It is a bit strange to film on this side of the river because most of my videos I was filmed from the other side. Wow, the river is very low. The starting point is over there, you see the boat, and then the finishing line is further down that way. It's pretty quiet this year. Maybe it's too early, I don't know. The other side is quite busy, it's always been. Yeah, this is the annual boat racing festival in Luang Prabang in early September or mid-September, depending on the calendar. Today is also full moon day, so this morning there was a big offering ceremony, like the almsgiving. I didn't wake up because I had too much beer last night. Too bad. Anyway, and tonight we're gonna have a candle procession at the temples. Yeah. So this festival is not just the fun activity, not just the boat racing, but it has story behind it. You know, it's an honor to the Naga king that once lived in this mighty magical palace under the Mekong River. I don't know the whole story, but growing up we heard a lot about it, and when we were at school, we also studied is in Lao literature. Let me show you the boat. Let's see where this boat comes from. So each village sent their boat for the competition. Ban Sengan is from another district, 15-20 kilometers from Luang Prabang. Ban Tin Som, yeah, Sengan. It would be a lot better, let's say if the level of water is reached to this level. When it's too low, you know, it can be too cramped because there's so many boats competing. Each year is different. Some year we have more, other year we have less. Not just only from Luang Prabang province, but other provinces like Vientiane, Sanyabuli province, Udon Sai also send their boat to compete in this festival. Sometimes it can be as many as 100 boats, and it takes like whole day. And this is my friend's workshop for the jewelry, the class. And that's Yen Sabai restaurant. You hear that? Somebody started singing. So like I said, it's not just the boat racing for fun activity. The first that's gonna compete is the white and the black queen, which is the wives of the Naga king. And it's deliberately to make the white queen is the winner anyway. Again, I forgot the whole story. I think the black queen was the first wife and the white queen was the second wife or something. Yeah, as you can hear the loudspeaker said, the white queen will always win. I think it represents the morality, like the black and white, because in Lao society, back before the Buddhism was introduced into the country, since we believe in, you know, spirits and black magics and stuff like that, the black always represents something evil, you know, not good, and then the white is always the good karma. There you go. They're starting. As I told you before, that the story was created this way, so they don't need to push it hard, you know, to paddle. As you can see, they just chill, and then in the end, the white queen will win. There we go. The one on the right, you know, the blue color is much faster. But you never know. I'm so glad I started from this side because it's not too crowded. As you can see on the other side, I don't think I would have space to film. So many boats that just keep coming. So if you see these big boats, they're probably one of the sponsors. They have the sign, I think one of the banks. Not sure if I'm going through a private property here. I mean, I can try. Luckily, the gate is open. Right, it's gonna be a bit of walk in this heat, but let's do it. It's a shame, really. Yesterday it was pretty good. It was hot but part cloudy, but today, according to the forecast, it's gonna be 34 to 37, bright sunny day. This is where you can park your motorbike and you pay like, I don't know, maybe 10,000. And they also have toilet service here. Look at this temple. My previous neighbor. So the temple that I used to live in, up there, we're gonna go there later. That's where we're gonna see the finishing line. This is what Banyaka, our neighbor, back when I was a monk, every now and again we would walk to here and then talk to our fellow monks who live in this temple. Let's take a look. It's not the right time to visit. Most of the time it's pretty quiet, you know, with all these big trees, and it becomes a parking lot just for today. What I like about this temple is the ruined complex here. When they built this temple, first they were gonna tear it down, but then they decided to keep it this way, and then they built a new building which is right beside it. This one is quite new. I think it was built in 2007 or something, if I got it right. and completed 4 years later. Still exactly the same. So these are for the nun. The monks stay in this building, and then the other building. They have cats here as well. The sad part though, you know, all of the monks that I knew already left. Many went back to their hometown. Some got married. Yeah, we never saw each other again after I left in 2008. Yeah. Would be nice in the next 10 or 15 years if we all get together and talk about life, you know. You see, if it is the new temple, how can you tell? Sorry. How can you tell if they're the new building? You see the wall from the outside, the white wall. They just don't have the painting, where the original one, the older one, they tend to have the painting, the storyline of the Buddha, you know, from when he was born until, you know, when he became enlightenment to become a Buddha, and all those story. And with the new one, I don't know for what reason why they don't do it anymore, because they just want to keep it so people can tell it's new, or maybe they just don't have enough sponsor, because to have it paint, it costs a lot of money, and they need some donation. Maybe that's the reason why, I don't know. Let's go. Should we take a look at the crematorium? We can't take this way. Let's take the other way. Unitel, one of the telecom companies in Laos. This is probably one of the SIM card that you will get when you come to Laos. It's one of the fastest internet network. Alright, let's take a look at the crematorium. Pretty unusual, but I'll show you just to, you know, revise the old memory that I had back in the day. So this temple has crematorium. I think it's one of the only 3. The biggest one is Wat Panyatip, the one that I showed you on the other video about the local area. Yeah, here. So when people passed away, their body will be brought here and cremated. And this hall is for the ceremony. So monks would sit on the upper part, and then the lay people would sit on the lower part. And monks would perform the ritual, and then they're gonna lead, you know, for the cremation. So they're gonna light the fire. Back in the day, it was very scary. This road was not like this when I lived in the temple up there. It was dirt road, full of bush, very dark at night time. So monks from that temple, from my temple and from this temple, had to walk in the evening all the way further to the old bridge, near the old bridge where we studied our English. So we took extra class, and it was very scary. In the evening, you will not see children walk along the street, but now, as you can see, it's full of house, very safe, very clean, nice concrete roads. Lots of drink here. I think this is the area where they keep the you can park here, where they keep all these big trucks, you see, for the erosion project by the Nam Khan River. This is Liat School, a free English school where a lot of students can study here. My Swiss teacher used to teach here. It's a very good project here, what they're doing. And this one is a German butcher where they sell sausage and pork products. Yeah, poor pigs. But the hams are very good. I used to get something from them, and they have very big dog. Like they feed him with bread or something huge.
จะมีจากพวกเค้กพิการเกิดลูกใหม่อยู่ในคนใด
You see, you don't have to worry about getting hungry when you're in this kind of festival. There are a lot of stalls selling snack, barbecue, food. Again, back in the day, this bridge was just a wooden bridge, very rough. It was like it was gonna fall apart or something. And this bamboo bush was a lot bigger. Now they kind of clear it up. Back in the day, it was like the arch, you know. It covered the bridge like this, and at night time it's really dark. Okay, let me show you. This land area, back in the day there were 3 houses here. That one's still there. The wooden house belonged to Hmong family. The 3 other houses were taken away. I think it was bought by private property and they're gonna turn it into a nice hotel. If I got it right. Yeah, that's my temple up there. Yeah, as you can hear the music, because every year during this festival there is an event that was set up in here in the temple. So it's part of the raising fund and part of the money that they earn from the festival. They will donate it to the temple so we can pay for, you know, electricity bill or other bills. So this wall was not there when I was here back in the day. So these are all new. As you can see, the name on the wall is from the family who donated the money to build it. I'm probably gonna turn it off soon because of the music in the background. I can't do it for copyright reason. This house is still here, still intact. Yeah, this gate was not here either when I was in this temple. It's all new. And then this building was new as well. Yeah, this is for the nun. Here's my home. So as I was trying to explain, this temple is called Wat Phon Saat, which is my former home. I used to live here when I was a monk for 4 years. And the building on the right hand side here is the dining hall. But back in the day it was so different. It was just a very old wooden building, but they built it not long after I left. And also this one, the sleeping hall for the monk, it's also new. Back in the day it was very old 2-story wooden house as well. And that's the prayer hall, the main building. Things have changed so much after I left in 2008. This is still intact, still the same one. When I live here, I'll show you my room. This is where I slept, you know, the one on the right here. And then that's where we had a bath. Luckily, well, I don't know, they built another section. As you can see, the red roof from here, these are new. Back in the day it was only this part, and that one's new as well. This garage is new. Everything is new here. The finishing line is just right there where the flag is. So they started from where we started it and finished here. That's where you can see it. Barbecue. ซื้อน้ำเด้อเอาตุ๊กกลางก็มีบ่โอเคเอาตุ๊กกลางให้เลยเอาตุ๊กเดียวโดยเท่าไหร่เนาะตุ๊กเข้ามาบนทางวัดหมอเราตุ๊กมามีเรเดอร์บนนี้อีกกลางมันร้อนเข้าเป็นไงใครลูกนี่มีเบอร์ได้เลยนี่เบอร์2หน่วยให้ได้ก่อนเอา3หน่วยให้ได้ This is the balut, the egg with the embryo. I'm gonna have it again. I had it before when I was on my way to Sawanakhet, remember? So I got number 2. Number 3 is too much for me. There we go. 3 for 20. อันนี้อันเท่าไรน้อย
อันนี้หวานอันนี้7,000
โอเคเอาอันหนึ่งเดี๋ยวเอาเดี๋ยวไอ้จับไปกินเลยก็ได้ Well, this is interesting. As you can see, monks are trying to shoot the bottle. I think they have to pay money to play the game. Back in my time, game or any kind of sport are not allowed. You know, everything was so strict back in the day, but now everything is not as strict as before. And as you can see, they're still children, you know. And don't forget that they're still human beings. Just because they're monk, that doesn't mean that they have to behave maturely all the time. Alright folks, since we already saw what it looks like on the other side, now let's take a look on this side. Because it's very hot and very humid. A lot of traffic on the street. Very predictable. Wow. The school campus is turned into a parking lot. I thought I'll walk until the end, but I don't think so. I'll keep up. Too much. I can't even breathe. Alright. As I'm trying to go home, I can't either take the main street or the one along the river. Too much people. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna walk up to the hill there and then go to the other side. Just want to avoid a crowd. Too much. So here's what I'm gonna do. Just walk up there and then go down the other side. By the way, I think I've done the video before this. Used to be the Buddhist high school back in the day, so monks in Luang Prabang, they all studied here. I studied here as well. Then they moved it to Wat Phu Kwai Temple. This building, this school was built by donated by a Japanese couple from Kobe, from Japan. Anyway. Well, I guess that we have to take this way. If you hate people, this is what you have to do. Just kidding. I'm not hating anybody, just that too much is too much. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh yeah. This is what I was talking about on the other video, you see? So they placed this box of offering right here next to the stair for the ghost. Ooh. It's not funny in this heat, guys. Not funny. There's quite many people up here. Right, let's take a look at the Buddha's footprint. Imprint of Buddha foot. Oh, there's an offering here. Let's see there. There's the footprint of the Buddha. I think they're domestic tourists. They may have come from other province or from outside of town, just hiding themselves from the heat. I mean, just the boat racing itself for me is not worth it. It's just too hot unless you have a nice seat and, you know, under the big tree that you can cool down. That's the way we came from. Hold on there. Alright folks, I think that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna turn it off now and just gonna go somewhere, treat myself with some nice cold drink. It's too hot. Right, thanks again for watching my video. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye, take care.